Today we're going to be talking about pushing and pulling. In science, we're going to be talking about pushing and pulling. So everyone has a file folder. Now this is not to be glued down. This is for you to use repeatedly to keep it fresh. Like we've talked about before, it takes us a long time to really grasp something. You have to do many times before it's in your long-term memory. So the directions are right on the cover. It says set up all of the pieces so that the pictures are facing up. Place a piece next to the action. Does it show a push or pull? Place all of the pieces in the matching spots. When you are finished, check the back. We're going to do the video instead of checking the back. So on one side, I have the word pull, P-U-L-L, pull, and he's pulling. He's trying to pull that letter. And then push, P-U-S-H, push. Remember that S-H says shh, and he's trying to push it. Then we have these cards. So just because I was a little worried that everybody was going to lose them, what I need an adult to do is you're going to cut out the shapes. So we have all of our shapes. And so we have this guy. Is he pushing or pulling? You can use the example showing this is push, this is pull. Does he look like he's doing the same action? No. Let's check this one. Yes, he is. So I'm not gluing it down. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to leave it there. The next one, we have someone in a wheelchair. So what is the girl doing? Is she pushing or pulling? She's pushing. Yeah, that's a push. Ooh, then we have a dog. Is he pushing or pulling? What would you have to do if you were playing with this dog? Would you have to push, or would you have to pull? You'd have to pull, right? So now I have 2 on push and 1 on pull. Again, they're not glued down. Then I have a woman with a stroller. So is she pulling the stroller or is she pushing the stroller? She's pushing. Then I have somebody, what they're doing is adjusting the blinds, the window. So they're making them probably close. You can also make them open. So you do this motion. Am I pushing or am I pulling? Pulling. You're pulling on the string. Then I have this one, woman with a cart. Is she pulling the cart or is she pushing the cart? She's pushing. Okay, then I have this young lady. She is doing some yard work. Is she pushing or pulling the lawnmower? Is she pulling or pushing? She's pushing. Then I have this hand is on an elevator button. Is he pulling the elevator button or is he pushing the elevator button? He's pushing. Okay, then I have somebody with some luggage. He must be on a trip. Is he pushing or pulling his bag? He's pulling it. He's pulling it along with him. Okay, then I have this little girl or boy in the winter with her sled or his sled. Would he push the sled or would he pull the sled? He'd pull it along, right? Usually behind him. Then we have some huskies or malamutes, and they are attached to this person. Are they pushing or pulling the person? They're pulling her. They're pulling her along. And then here's tug of war. You play tug of war. Are you pushing or are you pulling? Think back to the dog. They're very similar pictures. They're pulling, right? You got to pull that rope so the other person goes over. So now what I have is I have two groups. I have all my pulls here and all of my pushes here. When I'm all done, I'm going to check them, and then I'm going to put them in a bag so that I can do it again. This way you won't lose the pieces and you can do it over. We're not gluing any of these. This is for you to keep at home and practice throughout the week or even the month. The next one we have is emotions. It says emotions and feelings. So the directions again are right here. It says set up all the pieces so that the pictures are facing up. You could face them down, but it will be a little more challenging. Choose a piece and decide what feeling it shows. Place the picture on the word for that emotion. Place all the pieces. When you are finished, ask an adult for help. So we have sneaky, proud, scared, grouchy, guilty, worried, confused, bored, shy, sick, tired, jealous, embarrassed, surprised, sad, happy, excited, and angry. So we have these faces. We also have these faces. I made two different kinds. These have the words on them. These do not. Either one works. If you are doing it on your own without your parent, you can try to compare the face and the word to the word on. Otherwise, you can use the face and have a parent help you. Again, the parent needs to help cut them out. So we'll just do a few for an example. So we have this girl right here. She's got a big smile on her face. What do you think her emotion is? She's happy, right? So I'm going to find happy. H-A-P-P-Y, happy. And I'm going to put her right over it. Then I'm going to look at this young lady. Now, I know some people who write their look like this when they're kind of scared or worried about something. So I'm going to find, I think, let's see. I might change my mind, but I'm thinking it might be worried. So I'm going to put it right by worried. Again, I'm not gluing them down. So if I get to somebody else and I think, ooh, that looks more worried, then I'm going to use that one instead. But I want you to try to put them into their category. So we have worried, we have happy, we have confused. He looks very confused. He looks kind of bored. He's yawning. Here's embarrassed. He's got very red cheeks. Oh, here's sad. He's got a little tear. Here's afraid. This one is shy. So I want you to go through them and put them with the emotions. When you are done, have your parent look at it and discuss the emotions. Why did you choose that one for it? Why did you put the one for happy? Why did you put the one for sad? What did their face tell you that made you think that was what face needed to go on? So I want you to think about those as you put them down. How do you look when you're worried? The little mirror that you got, I think 2 bags ago, that little shiny mirror, you can look at your face through it, and you can compare how your face looks when you're worried or happy or sad or angry. and look at the pictures and try to find one that resembles the same emotion you're showing. Good job. Kiss your brain. Keep up the great work.